Hey folks, what we have here is the Smith and Wesson 340 Scandium. So this is an extremely lightweight 5-shot revolver that will shoot 38s and 357 Magnums. So we're going to shoot a couple of Magnums, but we're going to shoot some mainly 38s and just give you an impression on this. Again, belongs to my good friend Jim. And we're going to shoot this thing. It is not fun to shoot because it is so very light. It's 11 ounces, and it's actually lighter than my 38 airweight because the whole thing is pretty much made out of the Scandium, which is an alloy material that is tougher than aluminum and can be used for things like the cylinder and other areas around the gun. So again, 5-shot. This particular gun does have a high-vis tritium front sight on it, which is very nice. Jim installed that. We're going to shoot this, and what we're going to shoot to start with is just some of the Winchester white box that you get at Walmart. This is, I believe, a 130 grain bullet that has is jacketed or plated. It's snappy. I don't know what else to say. Hey folks, so what we're looking at is the 340 Scandium revolver. It's a 5-shot revolver at 357, although it's not much fun to shoot in 357. We took a look at, or we've got some video of it inside, and now we're outside on the range, and we're going to shoot you know, basically some combat drills starting at 3, and we'll back our way out. I'll show you the target, but basically just to give you a perspective of what the gun looks like and how you might deploy it. So I've got an IDPA target in front of me, and I'm just going to place 5 rounds as fast as I can stay on target into center mass, again starting at 3, and we'll back up to 5 in just a minute. So controllable, I found I was having a hard time hitting the front sight, and the bulk of my shots actually ended up right in here, in the neck area, with one breaking the line into the head area. So I'm going to slow down just a little bit and focus on really watching the front sight, even though that there's not a real big sight picture with this gun. No issue whatsoever there, all good center hits. I'm going to back up now. We'll take a quick look just so you can see where the hits are, and then we're going to back up. So you can see our hits here. That last group I really focused in. That first group I was really looking at the target and not watching the front sight. But you got, again, 3 yards away, no problem whatsoever. So now we're going to step back to 5, and at 5, what I'm going to do is aim at the head just so you have some perspective. Again, keep in mind there's 1 shot low down here, but we'll aim at the head and see what that. So we're now at 5 yards. And again, I'm just going slow, precision. I'm going to see if I can kind of keep all in that head area. Shooting very light target reloads. These are my reloads, 158 grain lead, and they're really just for practice. So again, this is not hard at all to do. Let's take a look at the target now. 5 meters at the head. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're all right here. Again, fairly deliberate, slow fire. I'm going to tape these up, and we're actually going to go back to 10, and again I'm going to shoot at this area here, but I am going to tape the target so we can see where our hits are from 10 meters. So here we are at 10, focus in on just trying to slow down and get a good trigger press, hold our sight picture. And we're able to actually, surprisingly enough, get them all in there. So let's take a real quick look. So here's what we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 158 grain rounds are actually going, shooting higher than the point of aim. I was aiming, you know, right here, dead center, not too far off. What this should show you, of course, is the Smith and Wesson 340 is plenty accurate, and even though it's a very short barrel, very lightweight gun. I'm going to put in a few rounds of higher pressure ammo. I've got some plus P ammo we'll shoot, and then we'll do just a couple of rounds of the Magnum. So the next little bit of fun we're going to have is I've got 3 rounds of some jacketed plus P. This is some Blazer. I believe it's 110 plus P, so it's really snappy. And then 2 rounds of 158 grain jacketed hollow point 357 Magnum. I'm not sure how much fun this is going to be, but at least give you an idea of how much recoil there is with the gun. And so we're going to start with our plus P rounds. Now the 357. Oh! Ow! Oh! I don't think I want to shoot any more of those 357s. Those things are hot out of this lightweight 11-ounce gun. Shooting 357 Magnums. Oh! Wow! So I guess the bottom line with this gun and any Smith and Wesson product, the products are really manufactured extremely well. Great triggers, very durable. This is a wonderful gun if you're primarily going to have one gun that you carry a lot because it's so light. Be a great inside, you know, the waistband holster or a pocket holster. Again, super light, 11 ounces. You know, you've got 5 rounds of whatever kind of ammunition you want. I'm not sure I'd carry 357 in it just because it's so painful and it's hard. You saw how much muzzle flip I had with that, but the you know, 38 plus P, there are a lot of different rounds out there now that are very, very effective. So what I'd say about this gun is if you want a really well-made, super lightweight gun for carry, this is great. For straight out practicing and the pleasure of shooting, you can do what I did, which was loaded up a lot of rounds of these you know, 158 lightweight rounds, and they were very easy to shoot and very painless, and just have some fun that way. So I really appreciate you watching, and as always, stay safe.